Hey everybody, how's it going? Josh here, and today we're going to talk about some really interesting developments with the Falcon and Winter Soldier series soon to be on Disney+. So according to recent set leaks, it looks like Madripoor is going to be in the MCU now going forward, which previously was a Fox property due to its shared history and just usually appearing in the X-Men comics. So this is pretty cool, and a lot of people are going nuts thinking, oh my god, are we going to get maybe a new version of Madam Hydra / Viper, since a previous one was shown in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then also people are wondering, since we are getting things like Sword, at least in WandaVision, are we going to maybe get a version of Wolverine in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, since he did at one point spend time there under the code name of Patch. Now, personally, I don't think we're going to get Patch, aka Wolverine, in the show in that way, but I figured this would be as good of a time as any to talk about potential ways we can get Wolverine within the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Now, when looking for inspiration for how they can connect it all together through such a, avenue like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, probably the best bet is to reference the Ultimate Marvel comics, since their Wolverine's origins, just like all the other mutants, were very much so tied not only to Weapon X, but to the Super Soldier program. So if they want to go more of a Weapon X pseudo attached to a Super Soldier program route, I think that would be their best method, and then that can easily connect with the Falcon and Winter Soldier due to both of those characters obviously carrying on the mantle in their own ways of Captain America. Plus, we're getting a new Super Soldier, presumably with US Agent. So if they want to maybe do something where other countries, just like we're seeing with Red Guardian, who's the Soviet Union / Russia Super Soldier, if they're going to start showing us more of the other nations' Super Soldier programs, I think now is the best time of any for Weapon X, which would be, Canada's Super Soldier program would be Wolverine. So I think it'd all be really cool if they connect it in those kind of ways, all things together. Basically, now, will Wolverine appear in this season of the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Personally, I don't really expect it, but I think it'd be a really cool maybe later half of the season finale kind of twist, more or less, about Weapon X, and maybe that's something that Zemo's trying to use to go against Bucky and Sam Wilson. Maybe it's just something mentioned in passing because we're already talking about US Agent, and presumably other Super Soldier programs logically would be in development after the events of Thanos' invasion, since other countries probably want to be able to compete not only with the United States superhuman population and the Avengers potentially, but also just in general, if their country is invaded, or if they have an Ultron situation like Sokovia had, they probably want the means to defend themselves without needing to rely on either the United States, the Sokovia Accords from other countries being involved, pitching in, or basically just the Avengers. So leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this? I think this would be a really interesting venue to introduce something like the Weapon X program, since we're already going into Super Soldier programs and things like that naturally with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I also think it'd be a really cool time to explore recent leaks that seemingly have come out, and I say leaks, but really it's just rumors at this time, that in the upcoming Eternals movie, they're actually going to capitalize on the snap and that energy seemingly awakening, or at least accelerating the next evolution of humankind. That would be really cool to see if they actually do that, and maybe how that could relate to or add on to Weapon X program wise. Maybe Weapon X, they thought they're making super soldiers, but really they're just awakening the mutant gene the whole time without even realizing it. So really cool things, but again, like I said before, the best way they could really implement this within the Falcon and Winter Soldier series is by looking at the Ultimate Comics, since Wolverine and a lot of other mutants got their abilities through experimentation from trying to replicate the Super Soldier Serum, which also in the MCU is how the Hulk was created. But leave your comments down below, what do you guys think, and we'll see you guys later.